Good morning, YouTube. I hope you had a wonderful week. Tomorrow I am headed back to school, so that's why I'm in here today to hopefully finish up the major parts of the decorating of my classroom. In the last video, I shared some things that I was taking down and the fact that I had a new whiteboard installed, so unfortunately I had to take down some of my classroom decorations. So today I'm hopefully ready to kind of put some more stuff up on these blank walls. My goal is to work on two things. The first thing is to work on the front wall and the side wall and put some decorations up there, and then on the back wall, like you saw in my last video, I have that really nice quote up there. So now I want to decorate it with some actual flowers that I made with my Cricut. So those are the two things that I hope to accomplish today. There are other things that I'd like to do, like for example, I'd like to restock my bookshelf because I put everything away, at the end of the school year, but I don't really know if I'm going to be able to get to that today. So hopefully just by prioritizing those two things, that'll seem a little bit more manageable. And then if I have any extra time left over, then what I'll do is I'll start restocking stuff that I put away last school year. Okay, what do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna live with it for a little while, see if there's maybe anything I wanna put up there, but I think it looks really good, and I'm gonna come back here because I really wanna see what it looks like from the classroom area. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. So I think I'm gonna take a break right now, maybe go have some lunch, and then I'll work on this wall. All right, I just had a bite to eat, and now I am ready to start working on this wall behind me. I think I am going to do this entire wall and then the side wall as well, because I don't have a whole lot of wall space in my classroom. Now, as far as what I'm putting on the wall, I made these cute little atoms. Wait, I can't pick them up. So I made these cute little atoms that I'm going to be putting on the wall, and I made all different sizes just to add some visual interest. You can see they're so big, right? Big and small, right? They're all right here. But then the other thing that's kind of fun is I wanted it to be a little bit more 3D. So I bought these really cool, I guess they're more like probably used for ornaments, but they're basically like these really shiny materials, and they kind of like fan out. And so I'm gonna make this the nucleus of some of the atoms. I don't know how this is gonna work, but like I said, I was just trying to think of something that would be fun and kind of interesting to look at. And this is kind of shiny, so we'll see how it goes. I'll try with one, and then if it looks good, then I'll keep going. Taking me a little longer than expected. I'm liking what I see so far, but I thought that I would be able to fill up more space with all the atoms that I made, but it's clear to me that I need to definitely make a few more. So I think right now I am going to stop here. I put all the ones on the wall with hot glue that I thought looked good. The only one that I didn't attach was that one up there, and then the ones on this wall right here. My goal was actually to get atoms here and over here, but I definitely don't have enough. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right now. I didn't get a chance to put all the different nuclei in all the atoms, but that's something that I can do tomorrow because it is an absolutely beautiful day and it's 2 o'clock and it's also date night. So I'm gonna head out, but I will absolutely see you tomorrow. Hello, YouTube. It is finally my first day of school. I had a meeting pretty much all morning. So we had a startup meeting with our superintendent, which was very inspirational. And then we had another speaker, which was awesome. And I really enjoyed that. And then we had our department meeting just to kind of fill us in on some of the initiatives and things that we're doing this year. And so now I'm finally in my classroom to finish some of the things that I started. Although yesterday was very busy and I didn't really get a chance to finish everything, so I'm probably going to finish my decorating probably next week. But for right now, there's a couple more things that I want to do, at least in terms of the atoms, and then I'll show you guys the finished product, and then we'll kind of catch up about what my initiatives are this year and go from there. So I think this looks really cute. If you were wondering what I was doing with the different nuclei, just wanted to show you. So like I mentioned, I already made this, like the actual atom with my Cricut, just cut out all the pieces. And then this, believe it or not, is like an ornament. It comes like this, and it's kind of like this like accordion thing that you can separate. And all I did was put hot glue on both sides and then just put it right in the center, and I thought it looked really cool. I think it looks really, really good, and it seems like I placed them just about right. The only downside is that obviously like some of the smaller ones, this won't fit really well inside the nucleus, so I decided to not put them on every single one of them. So I only put them on the 2 sizes. I put them on the really extra large ones, and then I put it on the sides below that, which would be like that green one up there. But I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. So I think I'm done for right now in terms of decorating. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I don't have really much of anything to hang up anymore. I pretty much exhausted everything that I have. The only thing that I want to do is put like a little something over there. I want to put something on the bulletin board, and then I'm working on something that I'm trying for the first time, which I'm not going to share yet, but I am very excited. If it works well, I will definitely share next week. So I'll kind of hold off on that. So let's not talk so much about decorating. Let's talk about something really important. And I want to talk about teaching to the ends. Now, this was the theme with the speaker that we had today. This was the theme with our speaker, the superintendent. And, you know, I find that students in our classes, right, it's heterogeneously grouped. There's a wide range of abilities and levels in our classes. And very often I find that I teach to the middle, and I think most teachers do, right? That's what we try to do, and we differentiate whenever possible. But instead now our focus as a district is really teaching to the ends, meaning looking at maybe those students that don't quite necessarily feel like they fit in, and we need to spend more time working with them or offering more enrichment, and this includes, you know, content wise, assessment wise, but this also includes, you know, social emotional learning as well. And I thought that was a really helpful reminder today of not forgetting about those students that are on the ends. And so for me, I have truly gotten away from one thing that I absolutely used to love to do, and I can't explain why. I want to blame it on just like feeling too busy and haphazard and crazy, but really there's no excuse this year. So one of the things that I used to love to do is stand in the hallway and greet kids. And I think I think the reason why I wasn't doing that so much, at least at this school, was because I was on a cart. So I was always like just getting to class when the students were. So now that I have my own room, I want to make sure that I actually greet my students at the door. So I'm going to make that a priority, and hopefully you all will hold me accountable. There are definitely colleagues that do a much better job of this, and I just need to just say to myself, you know what, it's not the end of the world if my lab isn't set up exactly, you know, as the students come in. You know, if I need to take a couple minutes, it's not the end of the world. So that's one goal. Another thing that I want to focus on is just gratitude, being grateful for all the things I do have. Like, for example, this morning I woke up and I'm so sad that summer's over because I really had the best summer, probably one of the best summers of my entire teaching career. It was just a very nice, wonderful summer. I feel fulfilled. I did so much. I took care of myself. So it was just a wonderful summer. And so I was sad, but you know, I'm also grateful. I'm grateful that I have a job. I'm grateful that I get to teach upper level chemistry. I'm grateful that I have really motivated students coming into my class in a few days. So gratitude, I think, is really important because so often we focus on the things that we don't have. And one of the things I tell my students all the time, because students compare grades, comparison is the thief of joy. And on a more personal note, I know that I feel it whenever I look on social media and I'm like, oh, my classroom doesn't look as nice as that, or, you know, where'd they get that from? Or, you know, I wish I thought of that activity, or, you know, it's really something that I think we all need to work on. And that could be just by staying away from social media. But another part of it could be, well, be grateful for the fact that, you know, you do have a job and you do have a beautiful classroom already, and, you know, your students respect you and admire you. Like, those are things that we should all be grateful for. So speaking of gratitude, I am so grateful that you're here. I hope that you find this channel to be positive, uplifting, enjoyable, and know that I value you so much and your students value you, everything that you do for them. As always, I welcome your comments. I hope you liked the decorations that I put in my classroom. Please don't hesitate to reach out, write me an email if you have questions. And, you know, I've talked a little bit about this, but one of the things I'm starting to offer is mentoring and coaching for teachers. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'm sure I'd love to work with you. You can click the link down below. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll be sure to check in with you guys next week.